Good evening, children.
Good evening.
Evening.
Good evening, children. Good evening. This is exercise 14.3 NCRT. Exercise 14.3 NCRT. Carry out the following divisions. The first one, 28x to the power 4 divided by 56x. In all the questions, in all the 5 subdivisions, you see that it's a division of a monomial by a monomial. One term by one term. A single term divided by a single term. Dividing a single term by a single term. Monomial. So it's a division of a monomial by a monomial. Let's see how to do it. So you know that 28, you can see the answer here for the first one. 28x to the power 4 divided by 56x. This is what we have to find. We have to find this. See, children, one thing is, once you've understood, you can directly do it like this. You can directly cancel, like in the tables of 7 or in the tables of 28 itself. 28 ones are 28, 28 twos are 56. Then x and x to the power 4. So it will be x cubed here. It will be x cubed here. So it is 1 by 2 x cubed. 1 by 2 x cubed. But since you're just learning, you have to show these steps. I'm saying 28x to the power 4 by 56x. X and x to the power 4. So you'll have an x cubed here in the numerator. 28 ones are 28 twos are. So it's 1 by 2 x cubed. What you see here. X cubed by 2. It's x cubed by 2 or 1 by 2 x cubed. So what you see here is basically how the factorization. How can you break down 28x to the power 4? So 28 is 2 into 2 into 7. X to the power 4 means x multiplied with itself 4 times. 56 is 2 into 2 into 2. 8 sevens are 56 into x. And then you cancel out. What happens? 2, 2, 7. 2, 2, 7 gets cancelled. This 1x here and 1x here gets cancelled. So you have x cubed, x into x into x, x cubed divided by 2, which is 1 by 2. You can leave it as x cubed by 2, which is further understood as 1 by 2 x cubed. Is that fine, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now this step is optional, This one is optional. This step is optional. You can directly do the step. This one. This is optional. So here it is taking the numerator 28x to the power 4 and showing the factors. Then taking up the denominator 56x and showing the factors and then dividing them. So this one, you can just check if your teacher wants you, if she's particular that you must show this step, then you have to. Otherwise, you can do only this. Only this part you can do. Only this part. All right. So you can see the second one. 36, just break it down. 2 to the 4, 4 3 is 6, 6 3 are, sorry, 2 to the 4, 4 3 are 12, 12 3 are 36. You can see that, children, we have just factorized and cancelled. Factorize it and then cancel 3 and 3, 3 and 3 in the numerator and denominator. Then 2y in the denominator, 2y in the numerator. And what remains? Minus 4y is the answer. The third and fourth one are similar. Third and fourth are similar, children. In the fifth one, I've done it in a different way. I'll tell you why. Now, sometimes the power of A may be 25. You cannot write A into A into A into A 25 times. Supposing A is raised to the power, 100 and B is raised to the power 72. You cannot write A and B so many times. So you can use the law of exponents there. You can use the law of exponents when it's division. When bases are same and it's division, we subtract the powers. When bases are same and it's multiplication, we add the powers. These simple rules we have seen in 7th standard. More of exponents we'll see. But we know this. When bases are same and it's multiplication, we add the powers. When bases are same and it's division, we subtract the powers. Multiplication, we add the powers. Division, we subtract the powers. So you can see the fifth one. In the fifth one, this is the question, children. This is the fifth question. You can see it here. You can write it as 12 a to the power 8 b to the power 8 divided by, that division symbol can be converted to divided by like this, divided by minus 6 a to the power 6 b to the power 4. Okay, this is the question. This is the question. So as usual, we factorize at number part. We factorize at number part. We factorize at number part. 12 and 6 we factorize. Now 2 and 2 will get cancelled. 3 and 3 gets cancelled. Now a to the power 8, I don't want to write a 8 times and b 8 times and a 6 times and b 4 times. So you can use the law of exponents. So here what will happen after writing this, 2 and 3 will get cancelled. So you're left with this 2, that 2 here, minus 2. Because there's a minus sign in the denominator, no? So I fixed it in the numerator. There's a minus sign here in the denominator. So minus 2. Minus 2. A, base are same and it's division. Subtract the powers, 8 minus 6. A to the power 8 minus 6. B, base are same and it's division. Subtract the powers, 8 minus 4. Do you remember this, children? We have learned this last year in 7th standard. Yes, please answer. Exponents? No?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the numbers alone you factorize, and then 2 and 3 gets cancelled. You're left with 2 in the numerator and there's a minus sign here. So minus 2. A to the power 8 by a to the power 6. A to the power 8 divided by a to the power 6 can be written as a to the power 8 minus 6. It's division. Base are same, a. It's division, so we subtract the powers, 8 minus 6. Similarly, b to the power 8 by b to the power 4. Division it is, so subtract the powers, b to the power 8 minus 4. So the answer is minus 2. 8 minus 6 is 2. A square. 8 minus 4 is 4, so b to the power 4. Now your doubt or your question will be, how do we know that here we have to use a law of exponents, here we should not use? Nothing like that. There's no rule like that, children. Here also you can use a law of exponents. Here also you can use it. You can write it as 28. So you'll start like this, right? 28. So here there are no fixed formats of doing it. By 56x. So what you can do, 28 ones are, you can also do it like this, 28 ones are, 28 twos are. Then, so you get 1 by 2, right? 1 by 2. Then x to the power 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1. Why? Because the denominator is x, which means power is 1. 1 by 2, x to the power, base are same, x. It's division, so subtract the powers, 4 minus 1. Which is x cubed, so half x cubed. If the power is small, you can like x to the power 4, then you can write x into x into x into x. X multiplied with itself 4 times. If the powers are large, you can use the law of exponents. So here we have to show that cancelling part, children. So like here, (17) and 17 cancels. 1x and 1x will get cancelled. 2y's and these 2y's gets cancelled. All the z's get cancelled. So you're left with x square y and 2 here. 2x square y. 2x square y. And in the denominator we have only 3. So by 3. Which can also be written as 2 by 3 x square y. You have to show the cancelling, children. Here I have not, but you must. It become clumsy. If I show that, it might look clumsy, you know, the slashes. So I have not done it. You are actually slashing x and x. 17 and 17. You must slash it like this. Understood, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, take a screenshot. Now the next type is, see here, the numerator is a monomial. The denominator is also a monomial. This is how we divide a monomial by a monomial, a single term by a single term. Now here in these subdivisions, you can see that the numerator has more than one term, but the denominator has only one term. So this is dividing a polynomial by a monomial. Polynomial because the numerator, polynomial is not because there are many terms. Polynomial is not because there are many terms, children. A monomial is also a polynomial. So dividing a polynomial by a monomial, the numerator can be a monomial, binomial, trinomial, anything. So the numerator is a polynomial. See here, the numerator, what is the numerator here? 5x squared minus 6x. It's a polynomial. In particular, it's a binomial. A binomial is a polynomial. We have seen these earlier, so I'm not going to go to that again. The difference between an algebraic expression and a polynomial we have seen earlier. Now we'll see how to divide a polynomial by a single term, by a monomial. Right? So the thing is here, the numerator here, okay, let's take up the specific cases. In the first one, you can see that these are the questions, children. These are the questions. You can see the solutions here in the next column. See the first one. See the first one. This is the numerator divided by 3x. Now here, if factorization is possible, see, we always factorize. That's what we did here also. Here also we factorize, no? We wrote 28 as 2 into 2 into 7. We wrote, excuse me. We wrote x to the power 4 as x into x into x into x. We did factorize here. We did break down the numbers into a product of their factors. Here, same thing here. If factorization is possible, factorize. So you can see that in the numerator, 5x squared and 6x have x in common. Bring it out. Bring it out. 5x, whenever there is a common factor, bring out the common factor. That's a golden rule. Do that first. Whenever there is a common factor, bring out the common factor. 5x squared minus 6x by 3x. Denominator 3x as it is. In the numerator, between these two terms, x is common. X is common. Bring it out. X into 5x is 5x squared. X into -6 is -6x. So now what will happen? This x and this x will get cancelled. And you're left with 1 by 3, 5x, 1 by 3 of 5, because this is denominator is 3, right? In the numerator you have nothing. So 1 by 3 of 5x minus 6. Or you can write it as, you can also write it as 5x minus 6 by 3, minus 6 by 3. You can also write it like that. 5x minus 6 by 3 or 1/3 of 5x minus 6. What you should remember is you cannot cancel 3 and 6. You cannot see 5x minus 6 is one expression. In the expression 6 is a term. You cannot cancel a term of an expression with another number like this. You can use the entire expression. Now supposing there's another 5x minus 6 in the denominator, you can cancel out 5x minus 6 as a whole, as one expression. But from an expression, you cannot take the terms separately. 5x minus 6 is one thing, one full thing. You cannot cancel 5x or only x or only 6. You cannot do that. They're not separable. If supposing this was 5, you cannot cancel this 5 and 5 because 5x minus 6 is a 5x is a part of 5x minus 6, that expression. 5 is not free to be cancelled like that. 5 is a part of 5x minus 6. You cannot remove anybody like that. You can cancel the expression as a whole, 5x minus 6 completely, but not 5 alone. So the terms cannot be cancelled like that. This one, 5x minus 6 is one expression. So 3 and 6 cannot be simplified. Now here you can cancel this x and x because x is independent. It's x into 5x minus 6. X is independent. This x is not independent. It's a part of the expression 5x minus 6. So you cannot cancel. You cannot cancel this x and this x. This x is not free. It's a part of 5x minus 6. You cannot disturb any of them separately. 5x minus 6, look at it as one expression it is, 5x minus 6. If there's another 5x minus 6 in the denominator, the whole things can get cancelled. But 5 or x or 6 cannot be taken separately from the expression to be simplified. Am I making it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so see, this x and this x you can cancel because this is free. But this x and this x you cannot cancel. All right, children. So in the first one, how to do the first one? In the numerator, 5x square and 6x have x in common. So bring out that x common factor. That's what we do. And then x and x gets cancelled in the numerator and denominator. And the answer is 5x minus 6 by 3 or 1 by 3 of 5x minus 6. That's about the first one. In the second one, 3 terms, 1, 2, 3 terms separated by a minus and plus sign. They have y to the power 4 common. The denominator, there's only one term. So that will come as it is y to the power 4. Children, the question is here. There's a question. The division symbol is changed to divided by like this. So y to the power 4 denominator as it is. In the numerator, there are 3 terms. 1, 2, 3 terms. When you look at all the 3 terms, you see that there is nothing common between 3, 4 and 5. The HCF is 1. The HCF of 3, 4 and 5 is 1. So leave the numbers. y to the power 8, y to the power 6, y to the power 4. I have told you that the least power is the HCF, the highest power is the LCM. I have told you this. The LCM of y to the power 8, y to the power 6, y to the power 4 is y to the power 8. The highest power will be the LCM. The least power is the HCF. So y to the power 4 is the HCF. Bring it out. And then you know how to write these terms in the bracket. I'm pausing so that you see. I'm just pausing so that you multiply and check y to the power 4 into this is the first term. When you multiply these two, you'll add the powers. 4 plus 4, 8. When y to the power 4 is common, you should write 3y to the power 4 here. Then only y to the power 4 into y to the power 4. When you're multiplying, you're adding the powers. 4 plus 4, 8. Okay, 1 minute, children. See here, y to the power 8 is y to the power 4 into y to the power 4. Y to the power 6 is y to the power 4. Oh, you'll wonder, 4 how many times is 6? Not 4 how many times is 6? Adding the powers, 4 plus 2, 6. Y to the power 6. How can you write 5y to the power 6? It's y to the power 4 into y squared. How will that give us y to the power 6? Because 4 plus 2 is 6. When bases are same and it's multiplication, we add the powers. When bases are same and it's multiplication, we add the powers. So y to the power 6 can be written as y to the power 4 into y squared. So if you take out y to the power 4 common, then y square will come here to get y to the power 6. This into this should give you the first term. This into this, the second term. This into this should give you the third term. Divided by y to the power 4. Now, as I told you in question number 1, y to the power 4 and this y to the power 4 cannot get cancelled. Because this y to the power 4 is not free. It's a part of 3y to the power 4 and that is a part of this expression. You cannot disturb anybody in it. You know what? All these are a part of an expression. You cannot disturb anybody from it. This expression can get cancelled as a whole. If the same thing is in the denominator, you can cancel them as a whole. But you cannot take 5 and cancel it with another 5 or y square with another y square or 3 with another 3. You cannot cancel because they are not independent. They are a part of an expression. Expression must be cancelled as a whole. But this y to the power 4 is free. This can get cancelled. So the answer is 3y to the whatever is in the numerator. Whatever remains in the numerator is the answer. That's the second one. Children, I'll wait for some time. Please get your doubts clarified.
Understood, ma'am. No doubts.
Okay.
No doubts.
All right, children. Yeah. Now see the third one. So this is the question, and we write it like this. We use that division symbol is converted to division like this. Again, the golden rule. The three terms in the bracket have something in common. That is, you should find the HCF of these three terms. How to find the HCF of those three terms? Least power. Least power will be the HCF. X cubed, x square, x square. So x square is common. See, that 8 is already outside. So that 8 here, that 8 here. X cubed, x square, x square, x square is common. Y square, y cubed, y square. Y square, least power. Y square is common. Z square, z square, z cube. Least power, z square is common. So 8 x square, y square, z square is common. This 8 is already outside. And since these three terms inside the bracket have something common between them, you should bring out the common factor. The HCF is x square, y square, z square. Bring it out. So what now this into x, because y square, z square is already outside common. This is x cubed. So you should write an x inside because it's x square into x will be x cubed. Similarly, this one has the second term has x square and z square. So there's already x square and z square outside common. Y cubed it is, but outside only we have only y square. So we should write y inside the bracket. Similarly here, x square and y square is common. X square and y square is common outside. This is z cube, but it's z square outside. So you should write a z. Now, 4 ones are 4 twos are x square. Now this is one term. This is one term. And it's all multiplication. 8 into x square into y square into z square. Everybody is free. Only plus and minus. Only when the sign between them is plus or minus, they are connected. You cannot disturb them. When it's multiplication, everybody is independent. In 8 x square, y square, z square, all of them are independent because it is 8 into x square into y square into z square. When the connection is a multiplication sign, they are independent. You can take them separately. Like you can cancel x square and x square. You can cancel z square and z square. You can cancel y square and y square because it's all multiplication. The signs between them is not plus or minus. Then you can cancel 4 ones or 4 twos. That's what you see here, 2. And what you have in the bracket, x plus y plus z. 2 of x plus y plus z. In the fourth one also, x is common in the numerator. So we take out x common and then x and x will get cancelled. You cannot cancel this 2x and 2x. For the reasons I've told you earlier, you cannot cancel 2x and 2x. Because 2x is a part of this expression. And you can see they're connected by plus or minus sign. Here it's plus sign. Nobody is independent. You can cancel the expression fully, but you cannot take any one of them separately. So this x and this x will get cancelled. Whatever remains is the answer. You cannot cancel this 2 and 2. You cannot cancel 2 and 2 because this 2x is not independent. You can see it's a part of the expression. When the terms are connected with plus minus sign, they are not free to be cancelled. In the last one, these everywhere take out common factor. That's very important. When the terms have something in common, that is when the HCF is something other than 1, you should bring out that common factor. When I say common factor, the HCF, the highest common factor. The HCF of p cubed and p to the power 6 is p cubed, the least power. The HCF of q to the power 6 and q cubed is q cubed. The least power is common. The HCF of these two terms, what is the HCF of p cubed q to the power 6 and p to the power 6 q cubed? Between p cubed and p to the power 6, p cubed is common, the least power. And between q to the power 6 and q cubed, the least power q cubed is common. So this is the HCF of the two terms. This into this will give you the first term. This into this will give you the second term. Divided by p cubed q cubed. P cubed q cubed and p cubed q cubed gets cancelled. Then separately you can cancel them. You can cancel them separately. P cubed, q cubed, q cubed, because they're connected by multiplication signs. P cubed into q cubed. There's no plus minus at all there. So there are each of them is independent. And the answer is q cubed minus p cubed, whatever remains in the numerator. Take a screenshot, children.
Taken, ma'am.
Taken, ma'am.
All right. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, first I just want you all to go through the slide and then we'll discuss. Go through the answers. Whatever little you understand, you understand. We are going to discuss each one of them, but I want you to go through the answers first. It will be somewhat, you can at least understand a part of it. Okay, let's see the first one, children. So again, the golden rule is to be applied first. In the numerator, the two terms have 5 in common. 5 into 2x is 10x. 5 into minus 5 is minus 25. 5 and 5 gets cancelled, and 2x minus 5 is the result. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. In the second one also, in the denominator, there is nothing common, but that is the HCF of 2x and 5 is 1. But in the numerator, the HCF of 10x and 25 is 5. The HCF of 10 and 25 is 5. 5 into 2x is 10x. 5 into minus 5 is minus 25. You should write 5 outside. 5 the HCF outside. 5 into what will give you the first term 10x. 5 into 2x. And 5 into minus 5 is minus 25. Now, as I've told you, I told you in the earlier situations, 2x minus 5 and 2x minus 5 as a whole can get cancelled. You cannot, it's not like this. It's not like 2 and 2 cancels, x and x cancels, minus 5 and minus 5 cancel. No, it's not like that. The expression as a whole, the expression 2x minus 5 in the numerator gets cancelled with the expression 2x minus 5 in the denominator. And the answer is 5. See, you cannot cancel this 5 and this 5. You cannot cancel this 5 and this 5. Because 2x minus 5 is one expression. 2x and 5, they're separated by a minus sign. Plus and minus sign, you cannot separate them. Like, you cannot see them separately.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. In the third one again, this 10y is written as it is, 10y. You can just write 10y. You don't have to write 10 into y also. 10y. And between the terms 6y and 21, 3 is a HCF. Because 6 and 21, 3 is a HCF. So write 10y as it is. Write this 10y as it is. 10y. See a 10y. You don't have to put this multiplication sign. You can just write 10y. Now 6y and 21 have 3 in common. So into 3, meaning the sign is not plus or minus. Into 3. Open a bracket. 3 into 2y is 6y. And 3 into plus 7 is plus 21. Divided by the denominator as it is. Now the expression 2y plus 7 in the denominator and numerator, they get cancelled as a whole. And then this 5 1s are and 5 2s are. So you can see the answer is 2 3s are 6, 6y is the answer. 2 3s are 6, 6y, 6y is the answer. In the next step, you can also do it like this. You can, so they get cancelled, right? This 2y plus 7 and this one gets cancelled. I have not cancelled it here, that's all. I'll just cancel it in the next step. I've written 10 as 2 into 5. See this 10 as 2 into 5. Then y3, the remaining things as it is. Here I've cancelled 5 and 5. 2y plus 7 and 2y plus 7. So 6, 2 3 are 6, 6y is the answer. You can cancel it here also, children. Nothing like you should not. See, when you're cancelling, you can cancel here also. 2y plus 7, 2y plus 7. 5 1s are, 5 2s are. So 2 3s are 6, 6y is the answer. 6y is the answer. Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. In the fourth one,
Three is common between 3z and minus 24, ma'am.
correct. So write this 9x square y square as it is. 3 is common. 3 into z is 3z. 3 into minus 8 is minus 24. Denominator, nothing can be done. Write the denominator as it is.
And z minus 8 and z minus 8 gets cancelled, ma'am.
Correct.
And between x square y square divided by xy, 1xy and 1y will get cancelled, ma'am.
One more thing is 9 3s are 27 and 27 will get cancelled.
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Using the formula a power m by a power n, a power m minus n, this x power 1 and y power 1, ma'am.
correct. So the answer is xy.
Yes, ma'am.
You can do so when you're doing, you can do so. You don't have to show the step at all. You can do everything in the same step after writing this. 1 minute. So after writing this one, you will not get this step at all. You can cancel everything. You can do everything in the same step. Z power 8, z minus 8 gets cancelled. 9 3s are 27 and 27 gets cancelled. X square by x is x and y square by y. When you cancel 1x and 1x will go away. So 1x remains. 1y and 1y here. So 1y remains. So xy is the answer. The next one. Here 3 is common, so you can see 3 taken outside. Here 5 is common, you can see 5 taken outside. Denominator as it is. A minus 4 cancels. B minus 6, B minus 6. Then on simplifying this, 3 ones are 3, how many times 3 fours are 12, 3 eights are 24. Then again 48 ones are 48 twos are 96. So you'd be left with 2 ABC into 5. Let's do it again slowly. See here, A minus 4, this expression A minus 4 and A minus 4. B minus 6 and B minus 6. 3 ones are 3 fours are 12, 3 eights are 24. 48 ones are 48 twos are. So we have 2 ABC in the numerator, 2 ABC into 5 into 5. 2 ABC into 5 is 10 ABC. The answer is 10 ABC. Class, use the emoji, raise your hand. Sindhu, Sanjay, Danya, Devadarshini, Madhumita, Raja. Kirtana. Okay. All right, Kirtana.
Can we lower our hands?
Yeah, you can lower your hands.
Okay.
Was it paining, Devadarshini?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Just asking.
Yes, children, any questions?
No, ma'am. Understood.
Taken a screenshot, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please go through the first one, children. I hope I've been telling this from the beginning that this division sign is what we are writing like this, divided by, like this, divided by. So this one, before the division sign is the numerator, after the division sign is the denominator. Before this division symbol is all this is the numerator. And after the division symbol, this is the denominator. Before the division symbol, this is the numerator. After the division symbol, this is the denominator. That's what we write. We always write that. Before the division symbol, numerator divided by, after the division symbol, denominator. The first one, children, what happens in the first one? Tell me. What happens
For the
in the
first one, 2x plus 1 and 2x plus 1 gets cancelled, ma'am. So remaining 5, 3x plus 5 is there.
Very good. What happens in the second one?
Second one, 13 ones are 13 twos are 26, and x and x gets cancelled, ma'am. So remaining y, and here y minus 4 and y minus 4 gets cancelled, ma'am. So remaining 2y x plus 5.
Correct, Danya. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Y minus 4 cancels out. X and X gets cancelled. It's a product everywhere. It's multiplication everywhere. 13 into X into Y minus 4. So X and X will get cancelled. Now you'll think 26XY is one thing. How can you take away to X from that? No, 26 into X into Y it is. When they're connected by multiplication sign, they're all independent. 26 is free, X is free, Y is free. Because they're connected by the multiplication sign, 26 into X into Y. So 26 is free. When they're connected by the multiplication sign, they're all free. Each one is free. Plus minus sign, they make an expression. You cannot separate them. So see here, this expression y minus 4 cancels. X and X. 13 ones are 13 twos are. So 2y into X plus 5 is the answer. Whatever remains, write them together. 13th one, children. Somebody else tell me. Danya answered 2 of them. Somebody else try the next one, third one. Is it difficult, children? One of you please try the third one.
Ma'am, Kirtana, can I say?
Yes, Kirtana.
Ma'am, first 52 twos are 104, ma'am. So,
Yeah.
and then Q and Q numerator and denominator will be cancelled, and QR will be cancelled, and RP will be
So what
cancelled.
about P and P? P and P also will get cancelled, right?
Oh yeah, ma'am.
Okay, then.
And then so 1 by 2 R.
No, what else will get cancelled?
Q and R, Q plus R and R plus P.
Okay.
So 1 by 2 R, P plus Q is the answer.
Correct. What remains in the numerator is R into P plus Q. This remains in the numerator. And in the denominator, we have only 2. You can also write this as 1 by 2 of R into P plus Q. You can separate the number from it. That's all. 2 is in the denominator. So 1 by 2 into R of P plus Q. You can leave your answer here also, children. You can also leave your answer here. You can leave it here. But you should also understand this. Yeah, next one.
Ma'am, here 5 ones are and 5 fours are.
Thank you, Danya. Thank you. But let me see if somebody else will try that.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Raja, Madhumita, Devadarshini, Sindhu, Sanjay. Why is it difficult? Yeah.
Ma'am, due to some internet issue, we now only rejoined, ma'am.
Oh, sorry, children. All right.
Ma'am, ma'am, what you said, ma'am?
No.
In between, it's going.
Yeah. Can you explain the fourth one?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, 20y, 20 into y plus 4 and y into y square plus 5y plus 3 by 5 into y plus 4, ma'am. Y plus 4 and y plus 4 are same, ma'am. So we can cut it out. And 20 and 5, ma'am. 5 we can cut out and 20 is 4, ma'am. Reduce, we can reduce, ma'am. And it's the answer is 4 into y square plus 5y plus 3, ma'am.
Very good. Who was that?
Ma'am, Sanjay Krishna, ma'am.
Very good, Sanjay. Very good, Sanjay. All right. Next one.
Thank you, ma'am.
Somebody else try the next one. X plus 1 cancel.
Ma'am, can I try, ma'am? I'm Devadarshini. Ma'am, can I try, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. X plus 1 gets cancelled, ma'am. And x and x get cancelled, ma'am. And the remaining x plus 2 and x plus 3 are the answer.
Very good. That's it, children. Take a screenshot.
Taken, ma'am.
Yeah.
Taken, ma'am.
All right.
Taken, ma'am.
Right, children. These are the questions in the next, these are the subdivisions in the next question. Question number 5. We have 7 to answer. With this, that exercise comes to an end. 14.3, I think. 14.3. NCRT
Yes.
14.3. Yeah.
Ma'am, a reminder came, ma'am. 5 minutes left in your scheduled meeting time. Like that.
All right. So the first one, let's see the first one. So this slide has 3 answers. These are all the subdivisions we have in 7 subdivisions. This slide has 3 answers. Take a screenshot, children.
Taken, ma'am.
It has 2 answers. Take a picture.
Taken, ma'am.
All right. This one has two answers. Let's see them one by one. Let's see the first one. In the first one, the numerator is y squared plus 7y plus 10. The denominator is y plus 5. Now take up the numerator. The numerator, see, we always factorize, no? When there's something common, we bring out the common factor. Factorization can be done in other ways also. If possible, you can split the middle term. Now y squared plus 7y plus 10. What is the sum?
7, ma'am.
What product?
10, ma'am.
10. How will you split the middle term? 7y as?
2 and
Plus
5, ma'am.
Plus 2y plus 5y. Very good. So you know this procedure. Yes. Factorizing by splitting the middle term. Do that. That's the first step. Numerator. Take up the numerator. Y squared plus 7y plus 10. It can be factorized by splitting the middle term. So split the middle term. Factorize it. We get y plus 2 into y plus 5. Now answer the question. Now y squared plus 7y plus 10 divided by y plus 5 is equal. This is the question. This is the question. Is equal to, the numerator is factorized as y plus 5 into y plus 2. Write that. Divided by y plus 5. Now this y plus 5 and y plus 5 will get cancelled and the answer is y plus 2. Isn't it simple, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We have to divide this by y plus 5. The numerator can be factorized by splitting the middle term. So let's do that separately. We'll first take up only the numerator and factorize it by splitting the middle term. The factors are y plus 2 and y plus 5. Now, after factorizing the numerator, take the whole question. Y squared plus 7y plus 10 divided by y plus 5 is equal to, the numerator can be written as y plus 5 into y plus 2. We factorize, no? Divided by y plus 5. They get cancelled. The answer is y plus 2. You can even extend. No, like I've got y plus 2 into y plus 5 here. I've written y plus 5 and then y plus 2. That's fine. You can also write it like that. That's fine. All right, the second one also. See, the numerator can be factorized by splitting the middle term. So take up only the numerator. The sum is minus 14. The sum is minus 14. The product is minus 32. The product is minus 32. The two numbers. So you know the procedure, children. So take up the product. You should try the different ways. The different pairs can be 1 into 32. Okay, please. Then 2 into 16. 3 tables not possible. 4 8s are 32. 5 not possible. 6 not possible. 7. Then 8 only will happen. 8 4s are 32. So you should cancel out this. Now, this is the pair that can give you 14. This is the pair that can give you 14. The others cannot give you 14. 1 and 32 will not give you 14. 4 and 8 will not give you 14. Only 2 and 16 can give you 14. So use 2 and 16. Fix the signs. 2 and 16. Fix the signs. 2 and 16. Fix the signs. So you should take all the combinations, minus, minus, plus, plus. We have done all this. Yes or no? Plus, minus, minus, plus. And choose the right combination.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so the correct combination will be minus 16 and plus 2. Only this will give you minus 14 and minus 32 as a product. So we recall the procedure, children. So like that, split the middle term, factorize the numerator by splitting the middle term. This is what we get. Now write the question. Now this is the question. This is the question. This is how we factorize the numerator divided by m plus 2. So m plus 2 and m plus 2 gets cancelled. M minus 16 is the answer, or the quotient. On division, the quotient is m minus 16. Yes or no, children? Isn't it easy?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You should know to factorize by splitting the middle term very clearly. It's very easy to find the two numbers. The procedure which we adopt, very easy to find the two numbers. Now here, children, a slight change. So here, take up the numerator. In third one, take up the numerator. But what you observe is that all the three terms have 5 in common. So bring out the common factor. I've told you. The first step you should do is, if all the terms have something in common, bring out the common factor. So 5p square, 25p and 20 have 5 in common. Just a second, children. Children, I'm back. So the three terms have 5 in common. Bring out the common factor 5. 5 into p square is 5p square. 5 into minus 5p is minus 25p. 5 into minus 4 plus 4 is plus 20. Is that fine, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Now your doubt may be like, why didn't you do all this earlier? Earlier the three terms had nothing in common. All the three terms, there was nothing common between all the three terms. So we didn't do. Here there is 5 common between all the three terms. So we take out 5 as a common factor. Now that 5, simply write it as it is outside. That 5 will silently come outside. This one should be factorized by splitting the middle term. So see here, we split the middle term, we factorize the usual steps, and we get p minus 1 into p minus 4. Nothing different, same thing. Split the middle term, group the first two terms and the last two terms. And this is what we get, 5 into p minus 1 into p minus 4. Now write the question. This is the question. This divided by this is equal to, the numerator can be factorized like this. The denominator is p minus 1. So p minus 1 will get cancelled. And the answer is 5 into p minus 4. 5 into p minus 4. Understand, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We've been taking the numerators separately. Since the numerators can be factorized by splitting the middle term, take up the numerator separately. Meaning, work the numerator first. Factorize the numerator by splitting the middle term. If there's something common between all the three terms, bring out that common factor and then split the middle term. After doing that, take up the question, substitute, cancel, and get the result. The result is called the quotient. On division, the answer obtained on division is called the quotient. Children, I want 10 more minutes. We started 10 minutes late. I just want 10 more minutes. Before 8:45, we'll wind up the class. I think now it is 8:35. 10 minutes I need. Okay, so factorize expressions and divide them as directed. So again, you can see that z squared plus 6z minus 16 can be factorized by splitting the middle term. That 4y, the numerator, children, this is the numerator. Correct? This is the numerator. Write that 4yz as it is. Inside this z square minus plus 6z minus 16, all the three have nothing in common. So that step is not there. Bringing out the common factor is not there because all the three of them have nothing in common. Next. So you can see that they can be factorized by splitting the middle term. So split the middle term. Factorize by splitting the middle term. What's the sum, children?
6, ma'am.
What's the product?
16 minus 16, ma'am.
What are the two numbers?
Plus 8 and minus 2, ma'am.
Plus 8 and minus 2. Okay. Fine. So that 4yz will silently come out. Nothing with 4yz. Just write it outside the bracket as it is. Split the middle term. Now write the given question. This is how we factorize the numerator divided by the denominator given 2y into z plus 8. So z plus 8 and z plus 8 gets cancelled. Then this y and y will get cancelled. 2 1s are 2 2s are. So 2z into z minus 2. 2z into z minus 2. The answer is 2z into z minus 2. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So far we've been splitting the numerator by, we've been factorizing the numerator by splitting the middle term. So sometimes you may also have to use the formula a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. See the fifth one? In the fifth one, this is the numerator. This is the numerator. In the fifth one, this is the numerator. 5pq of p square minus q square is the numerator. Now, how can this be factorized? P square minus q square can be written as p plus q into p minus q, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So p square minus q square can be written as p plus q into p minus q. So this is the question. We factorize the numerator. This question is equal to, the numerator is 5pq of p plus q into p minus q divided by 2p into p plus q. So cancel. Cancel. P plus q and p plus q as a whole. Then this p and p gets cancelled. Whatever remains, 5q p minus q by 2, which can also be written as 5 by 2 of q into p minus q. Any questions, children?
No, ma'am.
So here we factorize the numerator by splitting the, by using the formula a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So we write p square minus q square as p plus q into p minus q. That's all. We'll understand these two and wind up the session. In the sixth one, this is the numerator. Before the division sign, this is what we have. Observe the two terms. See, when there are three terms, you should think about splitting the middle term. There are only two terms, no? So no, you cannot split them. You cannot split the middle term there. There are only two terms. Only when there are three terms, you can think of splitting the middle term. Both 9x square and 16y square are perfect squares. So you can write them as 3x the whole square and 4y the whole square. Write 12xy as it is. This is 9x square can be written as 3x the whole square and 16y square can be written as 4y the whole square. So now a plus b into a minus b. So 12xy, a plus b, 3x plus 4y, a minus b, 3x minus 4y. So we have factorized the numerator. We have factorized the numerator. Now write the question. Now write the question. The given question is, this is the numerator. This is the numerator. This is the numerator divided by the denominator. Now what happens? 3x plus 4y, 3x plus 4y gets cancelled. Then this xy and xy, x and y, they'll get cancelled. X into y, x into y. X, y gets cancelled. 4 1s are 4 3s are. So 3 into 3x minus 4y is the answer. That's what remain in the new. They are what remain in the numerator. 3 and 3x minus 4y. Write them together. All right, let's see the next one. So in the seventh one, this is the numerator. There are two terms, 50y square and 98, but we are unhappy because both of them are not perfect squares. So we don't know what to do. Then this is the numerator. You're not happy with 50y square because it's not a perfect square. You're not happy with 98 also because it's not a perfect square. So you're now like, there are two terms. So that means you cannot factorize by splitting the middle term because for that there should be three terms. There are only two terms. You want to use a square minus b square, but they are not perfect squares. So how to factorize? So when you look at the two terms, 50 and 98, they have something in common other than 1. The HCF of 50 and 98 is 2. See, simply we are not taking 2 common. 2 only is HCF. You try to take 4 or 6 or 8. That is not the HCF of 50 and 98. The highest common factor of 50 and 98 is 2 only. It's not that there is something else, but we just take out 2 common. No, 2 is the HCF of 50 and 98. So write 39y cubed as it is. The HCF. So whenever, this is the golden rule, whenever the two terms or whenever the terms in the expression have something in common other than 1, bring out the common factor. The common factor is the HCF. Bring it out. So that's what we do first. 39y cubed as it is. In the bracket, the two terms have 2 in common. 2 into 25y square is 50y square. 2 into 49 is 98. That is the first step. Now we are happy. 25y square, 49, both are perfect squares. So you write this 39y cubed as it is into 2 as it is. Now this you write it as 5y the whole square. This one as 7 the whole square. Now you can multiply or you can write, see this one, these two children, 39y cubed into 2. You can write it as it is or you can multiply it and write it. That's your choice. I have multiplied 39 into 2 is 78 y cubed. And here a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So we have factorized a numerator. Now write the question. Now this is the question. Is equal to, this is the expression for the numerator. We factorize the numerator like this, divided by the denominator as it is. Now denominator, you'll wonder why you're writing the denominator as it is always, because nothing can be done. With 5y plus 7, nothing can be done. So you can see 5y plus 7 and 5y plus 7 gets cancelled. Then 26 ones are 26 threes are 78. Then y square and there'll be one y here. So 26 and 78 3 times. So 3 y cubed and y square. So there'll be one y left in the numerator. So 3y or 5y minus 7. So let's see all of them again. In the first and second, in the first one and the second one, we had to take up the numerator and split the middle term. In the third one also we had to split the middle term for the numerator, but after taking 5 common. In the first and second one, the 3 terms, they did not have anything in common. So we factorize by splitting the middle term. But in the third one, before you factorize by splitting the middle term, you have to take out 5 common, because 5p squared, 25p, 20 have 5 in common. So take out 5 in common and then split the middle term. In the fifth one, it was using a square minus b square. In the sixth one also using a square minus b square, 9x squared, 16y squared. You were happy with the numerator because both the numbers in the bracket were perfect squares. But in the seventh one, here also there are 2 terms. So you know you have to use a square minus b square, but they are not perfect squares. That means they have something in common. Bring out the common factor. When you do that, they'll become perfect squares. So when you take out 2 common, 50 and 98 become perfect squares, 25 and 49. So take out 2 common and then express them in the form a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b. Yeah. I hope everything was clear, children.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So please, I need to compensate one class. I remember I have to compensate. I don't know, last Tuesday's class. I don't know, one class I have to compensate, that I remember. Now since the class are online, children, if possible, can I make it on Monday morning?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That time we used to meet in the morning, I think 6:30 to 7:45.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Raja, yes.
ma'am, I have a class, ma'am.
Oh, you have a class, huh? Okay. Okay. Then can we have it on Tuesday in the morning and in the evening?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you say the timing, ma'am?
6:30 to 7:45 in the morning.
Okay, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Raja.
Ma'am, I have classes on all the days, ma'am, in morning.
Oh, all the days, huh?
All the weekdays, ma'am.
All the weekdays you have classes.
On in just morning, ma'am.
Okay. tomorrow, I don't know, I can't promise. Tomorrow, if I make it from 7 to 8:15. Evening,
Okay, ma'am.
evening.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I'll announce the time. I'll see if I can make it tomorrow. I'll announce the time on WhatsApp. If it is not convenient, reply. If it's not convenient, please reply on WhatsApp.
Ma'am, for me it's convenient, ma'am. Devadarshini.
Okay, no, that's what. No, I'll decide. I don't know if it will be from 7 to 8:15. I'll just see when I'm free tomorrow. I'll WhatsApp. Please reply.
Okay.
All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Complete the class using the screenshots.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, children. Good night. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.